The biggest bombshell hit award season because apparently the Brutalist used AI to make the movie. Here's what we know and what my thoughts on the situation are. In an interview with Red Shark News, the Brutalist editor shares that the movie used AI in 2 places. First, using the Respeecher tool. This tool was specifically used to make Adrien Brody and Felicity Jones's Hungarian dialogue in the film more authentic. Now, in my opinion, this one isn't that egregious, and here's why. Hungarian is an incredibly unique language and hard to master, so it's obvious if a non-speaker is speaking it. The original actors tried to do this dialogue in post using ADR, but that didn't work. Adrien Brody himself is Hungarian, but it was still obvious he's a non-speaker. The next thing they tried to do was to get other actors to speak the Hungarian dialogue in ADR, but that also didn't work. So as a last resort, they went to this Respeecher tool to enhance the Hungarian dialogue. And this is something the filmmakers were actually open about because Respeecher was cited in the movie's credits as a form of post-production. So that, along with a lot of native Hungarian speakers actually being fine with this because it makes the Brutalist more authentic, I'm fine with. The second place AI is used, not so much. Because at the end of the movie, they straight up just use GenAI to create architectural designs and drawings. Now this presents an actual dilemma. Because yes, you could argue the movie's budget is $10 million, so it didn't have that much capital to work with. However, you can also argue that using AI is incredibly antithetical to this movie about an artist. Because the director Brady Corbett has been on this pompous run this entire award season about being this artistic filmmaker making this movie. So using GenAI for like one of the only artistic parts for this movie is so ironic. So in regard to how I personally think this will affect the award season, yeah, I definitely think this is going to hurt the movie's chances at the Oscars when final voting happens. Because releasing this news right before Oscar nominations are announced, but before final voting starts, is something straight out of Conclave. But I still do think out of all the presumptive Best Picture nominees, this is still my favorite. Well, I mean, my actual favorite was Dune Part 2, but apparently we don't live in that world anymore. At worst, I think this movie might drop to like an 8.8 for me, but that's still better than the rest of the field. I still think this movie is great, but if using AI is justifying your reason to not sit down and watch a 3.5-hour movie, I won't stop you.